With a show of hands, can you all tell me how many of you all know what is EEG or electroencephalography? Quite a few of you. Yet, for the sake of those who don't, we all know when we are thinking they're like sparks or electrical impulses in our brain. No, I don't mean the Mentos Dimaki ki batti jala the light bulb, but actual sparks generated by neurons firing. EEG headsets are capable of detecting these sparks and filtering them into 9 different brain waves. With the help of a chip inside the headset, it can then calculate the live attention and meditation data. Now, let me ask you all about 3D printing. How many of you all know what is that? Okay, a lot more. Yet, 3D printing is a form of additive manufacturing in which a solid object is broken down into thin layers and then given out by a 3D printer in the form of liquid plastic, which then cools down and solidifies to make a solid object. Now, these two technologies that I just talked about are quite powerful in themselves. But when you put them together, they can make something even stronger. And that is what I'm going to be talking about now. Did you all know there are over 4 million hand amputees in a country like the United States alone? And a very small percent of that can actually afford prosthetic arms. Today, I believe we're going to change that. Prosthetic limbs, especially the motorized ones, can cost anywhere between $2,000 to $100,000. With the need for repairs every time something breaks and replacements every time the person grows, it's virtually impossible for a disabled person to be able to afford them. Additionally, even insurance companies do not cover prosthetics because of how expensive they are, which sort of beats their purpose because they're supposed to pay for your healthcare when you can't afford it, but But keeping these problems in mind, I present to you my solution, the low-cost, 3D printed, mind or voice controlled bionic arm or the tactile arm. This project is something that I've been working on for about 2 years now. I started when I was 14, like literally, exactly on my 14th birthday. You're probably wondering it's not the best way to spend your birthday, but that was because of this amazing gift that I got. This off-the-shelf EEG or electroencephalography headset. I spent some time figuring out how it worked and later modified it so I could get the data from it onto a microcontroller. You'll remember the live attention data I talked about in the beginning? That data is transmitted from the headset to a microcontroller in the hand. And the microcontroller has a very simple task. Compare the live attention to a certain threshold, which, for example, 50%, which is adjusted depending on the ability of the amputee to concentrate. And whenever the attention is above 50%, the hand closes. And whenever it's under 50%, the hand opens. Now this is a short video of me showing you all how the different things that the hand can do, the mind-controlled version. So it can achieve all activities of daily living, such as shaking hands, picking up objects, or even playing sports. And that, by the way, is the headset with the wires coming out from it to the hand. While testing this prosthetic, I realized mind was not the most convenient way for some people. And so I came up with the second version of it, which is the voice-controlled version. With this version, you just connect your phone to the hand via Bluetooth and just speak in certain voice commands, and the hand performs those gestures for you. Let me demonstrate that to you all. So it's connected. Demo. So that's open, followed by close, followed by a pinching grip in case you need to pick up keys or something like that. And finally point in case you need to point at something or type, and then open again. Now, thank you. 3D printing the hand along with using strings and elastics as tendons helps me make it really durable, or rather virtually unbreakable, which is literally not something you'll find in conventional prosthetics. And even in case something breaks, just reprint the part, and within minutes, after retying a few strings, you have the hand ready again. Now, I presented this project at a few competitions like the Gulf 3D Printing Olympiad, where I happened to win the first place in my category and the overall most innovative project, which got me a completely sponsored trip to London UK, where I got to present my project at the BET show. There, I was able to impress a few senior executives from Microsoft who later invited me as a special guest to one of their events. All of this enabled me to give the prosthetic arm for free to this amputee in India. He was a young boy who had lost his arm in an industrial accident. The more about that later. Now, I told you a lot about the features of this hand. How much do you think all of it costs? I'm sorry, you guys are not even close. 3D printing it enables me to keep the cost to something as low as 110 dirhams. Yeah, which compared to the 2,000 and the $100,000 prosthetics, I believe it's a massive price drop. Another feature which is added thanks to 3D printing is speed. So when I decided I was going to give the prosthetic hand to the amputee, in conversation with him, he had once mentioned to me, Diwali se pehle haath milega kya? Which means, can I get the hand before Diwali? And this being just 2 weeks before Diwali, with conventional prosthetics would have been impossible. But as I was 3D printing it, a few clicks to scale, a few clicks to send it to the printer, and within a day, it was printed, assembled, and off in the courier. Believe it or not, shipping it took longer than actually making the hand. They say the world's a small place. I don't think so. Let us now watch a short video of what the doctor who helped me give the prosthetic arm has to say about the project.
I have known Master Rishab since the last 2 years when he had innovated his prosthetic bionic arm, which was controlled with the mind waves. He's definitely shown that this prosthesis bionic arm is very much relevant in today's world, where there are socially privileged people who cannot afford a high definition, highly intelligent bionic arm. His bionic arm is customized with its 3D printed upon the level of the amputation. It is phenomenal product. I have also done continuous brainstorming sessions with him, and upon lot of sessions after talking, and with suggestions from me, we have also further made the bionic prosthetic arm much more special, as now we can also control the bionic arm with speech, with syncing the bionic arm with the Google phone, and it is truly an innovative idea.
My project has helped a few people, but I believe it has the potential to help many more. When we integrate new technologies such as 3D printing and EEG, we can significantly bring down the cost of pre-existing technologies such as prosthetics. And when we learn to do this efficiently, I believe the possibilities are endless. Thank you.